All right, let's go. As my kids say, 12 minutes in the first period for Parkway Central versus Lutheran South. Welcome to the game. Parkway has about 10 folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Lutheran has about 4 more people, so they got a little bit deeper lines. But that's okay, because Central's ready to go. Draw. Goes back to Lutheran. Lutheran skates back, ends up on net, but he doesn't cover it. Sends it back to the winger on the side. Lutheran South takes it across through the neutral zone. Not off. Oh, they do end up offsides, actually. 11:44 left in the first. Going to bring the puck back outside the outside of Parkway zone. Face off, controlled by Lutheran. Central sends it back to the point, grabs it. Central in the corner. Lutheran with the shot, and another shot and a goal. So they put it on net, then a couple backhands, and it got through the foot of the goalie over there for a Lutheran score. With 11:22 left in the first period. Face-off won by Lutheran. Lutheran sends it back into the neutral zone. Central sends it deep into the corner. Hopefully y'all can handle the crooked camera, or I can do that, or I could even it back up, but you won't get as good of views. It's going to be icing on Lutheran. Back into Lutheran zone. It's okay. Now Lutheran back through the neutral zone, heading the other way. Salmons pushes it outside. And Roth gets a stick on it, sends it around the side of the boards. They're going to penalty there. It's going to be on Lutheran. Central sends it into the neutral zone. Lutheran picks it up. It's going to be a penalty on Lutheran for cross-checking. Face off back to Central's point. Intercepted by Lutheran. That's why that doesn't work. Shot on net. Into the neutral zone for Lutheran, or for the Central team. Now Lutheran back across the blue line. Shot on net, glove saved by the Parkway goalie. 9:53 left in the period. 1:06 left in the penalty kill. Face-off controlled by Parkway. They send it into the neutral zone, heading back the other way. At the point, Roth sends it deep into the corner. picked up by Lutheran. Oh, no, it's not. They miss it there. But they get control of it and send it back into neutral zone where Parkway's there. Parkway with control of the puck. See that. But loses it in their own zone. They send it towards the net. Lutheran sends it towards the net. Parkway intercepts it in front of the net. Back to Lutheran. Lutheran's shot. Deflected out in front, back to the point. He shoots, deflected in front by the winger. Puck heads back into Lutheran's zone. And offsides on Parkway. Draw won by Parkway. He sends it back to Salmons in the defense. Salmons sends it deep. No icing on the play. Luther in the corner. Now Lutheran with the puck in their own zone. Send it along the board. Salmons steps up and keeps it in the zone. Parkway with the puck. Shot on net is deflected under the glove of the goalie and saved by Lutheran. 8:19 left in the first.
No pressure, Colts.
Face-off. Controlled by Lutheran. Lutheran sends it up the boards. Salmons pinches, but almost loses the zone, then sends it back deep. After Lutheran lost the puck, now it's back into the zone. Roth picks it up. Roth skates around, sends it back up the boards. Parkway, then Lutheran, now back into the neutral zone. Big check. And they're going to call that. That's going to send, I think, Lutheran to the bench. Nobody to the bench? I don't know. I guess nobody goes to the bench. Or, I mean, nobody goes to the penalty box. My bad. Oh, yes, he's there. All right, awesome. Parkway in control. Sends it on net. So Lutheran with the penalty. Parkway on a penalty, or on a power play for 1:25 with 7:43 left in the first period. Face-off controlled by Parkway, sent back to the point. He shoots it on net and bounces off the goalie. Had a chance in front, but couldn't get a shot off. Now Parkway again, shot! Yes! Goes right over the goalie's shoulder and into the corner for a goal. Going to tie everything up 1-1 here after 7:31, or with 7:31 left in the first period. Face off to Parkway again. Sam is chasing after it. He sends it into the neutral zone. Ends up going all the way down to the other side. They wave icing. Now behind the net's Parkway. Parkway sends it, looking for somebody to deliver it to. Winger sends it deep in the corner. Now Lutheran into the neutral zone. They cross pass centered, but intercepted by Parkway. Lutheran into the zone. Sam is in the corner. Shot on net that hits the goalie's stick. Back to the point. He sends it deep to the winger. Mishandled there, but it gets it back and is cycling around. Circles shot off the right shoulder pad of the goalie there. And now the Colts are trying to get it back and send it into the neutral zone. Lutheran gathers everything up again. And they send it back in, going with some speed. Shot Weird angle there, but just bounces off the goalie. Can't quite get through. Now Central gets it into the neutral zone. I'm going to call a roughing call on Lutheran. 6:11 left in the first period. Score's tied up, and Central's going on a power play. Roth Salmon's it on defense. Face off, controlled by Lutheran. They send it all the way to the other side of the ice where the Parkway goalie collects the puck. Looks as for a place to give it. Wasn't very planned there, I don't think. Now Salmon's with the puck. He misses it and then sends it back into the neutral zone. Shot, wide right, not really a shot. Central in the corner. They send it, Lutheran captures the puck, sends it back the other way. Now they're going. Salmons gets back and covers it. Now Lutheran back into the neutral zone again. Now Parkway crosses the blue line. Center pass. Shot. Deflection. Can't quite get it through to the goalie there. Defense changed lines while that was going on. Shot bounces off the left post, then sends it back around the side of the boards. Lutheran picks up the puck. The goalie's calling for some, I don't know what he's calling for, but he's clapping his stick. Now Lutheran into the neutral zone. Parkway catches up with it though. Parkway sends it back into the neutral zone, off the boards. Shot, glove saved by Lutheran. 4:20 left in the first period, and Lutheran gets a glove save to give us a face-off inside a Lutheran zone. Face-off control by Rocket Salmons with a big clapper that goes wide left. Back to Salmons in the neutral zone. He sends it back up the boards. Missed by Lutheran. Shot wide right by Parkway. Another shot blocked in front by Lutheran's defender. Now Lutheran in the neutral zone, past the red line. Send it, ends up on goal and deflected to the right. Salmons picks it up, sends it over the boards to his winger on the left. Lutheran pinches. And now the puck ends up back in Lutheran zone. Their defender picks it up. Parkway changes lines. Now Lutheran back to the blue line. Salmon sends it back over into the neutral zone. And Parkway sends it deeper. Heads around the corner of the boards. What's going on over there? Nobody knows. As Parkway centers it. Shot bounces off. Salmons keeps it in the zone again. Oh, and then misses it on the third time. Skates after it. Goalie picks it up, sends it to Salmons. Oh boy, he skates in front of the net. Lutheran ends up with it. Central trying to get it out of their zone. Battle in front, hook, not called on Salmons. Oh, they did call it. That's my son.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Hook will send Salmons to the box. 2:20 left in the first period. A minute 30 now for a penalty kill for Central. Face off, sent back. Lutheran behind the net. Over to the corner of the boards, back to the point. He shoots and deflected off the pad of the goalie. Now Parkway's trying to get it through, and the Lutheran loses the zone. Have to recollect themselves, and they do so. Parkway sends it back through the neutral zone, and now Lutheran into the neutral zone. Lutheran can get a shot off, sends it back to the point. Shot deflected by the goalie, and then another shot went through, but was sideways, so it couldn't really get on the net. Now Lutheran at center ice. Now Lutheran through the neutral zone, past the red line and past the other blue line. And looking to shoot, looking to center. He tries to do a little backhand pass, but ends up in the back of the net. And then Lutheran loses the zone and is going to have to get everybody on sides before they go back in. And they do so and head right back into the zone. Shot goes wide left. The point, left point picks up the puck, sends it deep. Center pass, but that's only to Parkway's defender. And Parkway sends it into the neutral zone. No icing here. Battle in the boards with fast-paced game in the corner. Lutheran. And then Parkway, and then Lutheran, and then Parkway. It's just going back and forth. And finally, Parkway gets it out of the zone again. Back to Lutheran at center ice. Lutheran makes a pass. And that's going to end the first period. All tied up 1-1. Chime in for just a second here. Tanner Glob giving his team the necessary plays and mental toughness they need to make to get through this next period. All the pressure's on Tanner Glob right now to make this happen. As he sends his team off onto the ice, he hopes that they took what he said to heart and are going to be able to make this play happen. $12 minutes to start the second period here. Face-off controlled by Parkway to Salmons. He sends it through the neutral zone, but back to Lutheran. And then it ends up back in central zone. Roth chasing after it. Central sends it behind the net. Salmon skates out with it. Sends it into the corner, chases after. He's got somebody at center. He does center it, but got deflected out in front. Now Lutheran into the neutral zone, sends it back to center. Intercepted by Parkway. He's heading the other way. Past the blue line, shot, and it's wide. Not really wide, it's just a little bit up and to the, it's left and up actually is what was going on there. Now Central sends it back in again. Lutheran goes after it. They send it up to the point. He misses it. Now Lutheran picks it up in the neutral zone, passes the red line, the blue line, and tries to make a nifty move. And whoa, that was a nifty move and does get a shot off, but it's blocked by Parkway's goalie. Now Central into the neutral zone. Lutheran back in control. They enter the past the blue line. They get a shot, but it's deflected off Roth's skate. Puck's bouncing around on the right side of the net there. Central sends it back through the neutral zone. Lutheran picks it up in their zone. It's just a battle for pucks right now. Lutheran now with the puck behind the net. They skate around. He sends it up to his winger, who sends it towards the center ice, and it's intercepted by Parkway, but they can't quite control it. Lutheran back in control of the puck, going back the other way. They get a shot wide left. Another shot, and stick blocked by the goalie. Lutheran with a couple good shots here now. Parkway gets the puck. They send it into the neutral zone up to the winger. He sends it deep. 8:46 left in the second period. Parkway sends it right back into the zone. Now Parkway again. They got somebody in front of the net. Shot. And a little bit of a premature whistle, but the goalie had it under control. The cover with 8:23 left in the first period, or the second period. Face-off control by Lutheran. They send it up to the center. He rolls through the blue line. Salmons gets a hold of that and sends it back into the neutral zone. Goalie behind the net. He just lets the puck go around a little bit. Lutheran centers it, but nobody's home. And now Central heading the other way. They send it across the ice to a guy getting a line change, so that didn't do us any good. Now Central sends it back in. No offsides as they were changing lines. 7:45 left in the second period. Now right in front of the net, Central with the shot. Gets hit by a couple people. Control the corner. They center. Back to the point. He shoots, and that's covered. It really ended up right in the crotch of the goalie, and he covers. 7:32 left. Face-off won by Lutheran. They send it back up to Parkway's point. He skates around Lutheran and then shoots wide left. Not really a shot. Tried to make it a pass, but either way, it didn't work out. Now, Parkway trying to center it. They got a guy in front. He does a backhand, then a regular shot, and then loses it. And Lutheran heads the other way. Back through the neutral zone. Parkway picks it up and turns it around. Now they got a one-on-one shot, low, and it scores. Right, 5-hold him without it. It just happened so fast he wasn't able to catch it with 7 minutes left in the second period. Parkway goes up 2-1. A little 5-hole shot caught the goalie off guard. It also kind of went a little slower, kind of trickled in just a little bit. Good play by Parkway. Face off controlled by Parkway, then back into the zone. It ends up in Lutheran's hands and at basically center blue line. It's going to be icing on Lutheran. No, on Parkway. Face off, controlled by Parkway in the corner. They send it around the boards. Lutheran's right there. They center it, but then lose control of the puck, and it ends up back in Parkway's hands. Back the other way. Shot. It was high and right, but glove saved by the goalie in a cover for a face-off inside of Lutheran's zone. Face-off. Parkway's keeping it in the zone there. Lutheran trying to send it out. They get control behind the net, send it up to the winger. He does flick it into the zone where Salmons is there. He sends it deep, back right in. Back to Lutheran, passes the blue line, past the red line, trying to get through the zone, and they do. Shot gets deflected out in front by Sam. Is another shot, and it's covered by Parkway's goalie. 5:40 left in the second period. Face-off won by Parkway, sent up the side, then the Lutheran point picks it up. Shoots it wide left. Now Parkway, then Lutheran. Parkway gets it back into the zone. They're at 2 on nobody. Let's see what they do here. They do a couple passes and get a shot on net, but can't quite capitalize. Salmon's shot goes wide left. Lutheran trying to get out of their zone. Now Lutheran does do so. They send it back the other way. Sorry for the crazy camera movements. I don't know how to do this otherwise. Back to Lutheran in the neutral zone. They send it up. That's going to be an icing. And icing on Lutheran. They flipped it past 2 lines of ice. 4:30 left in the second period. Face-off, kicked and controlled, and then shot by the center. All of which didn't succeed, but looked really cool. Now at the point, he sends it back wide left. Lutheran picks it up, trying to get out of the zone. Parkway sends it back deep again. Check into the boards, hard check. Now back at the point for Central. Central sends it deep again. Lutheran picks it up in the corner. They try to send it out, but Parkway's right there. Now Lutheran circles around the net. They send it up the boards, and Parkway keeps it in the zone, sends it back deep again. Oh, and then Central loses the zone. One-on-one Oh my goodness. Whoa. I can't even repeat what happened there, but that was a great move, a great shot, deflected, another shot, deflected. Shot by Parkway, deflected off the pads of the goalie. All right, looks like he ate his Wheaties this morning because that boy didn't move when the other guy hit him. Salmon sends it back towards the zone. Now Lutheran picks it up. They send it across. Intercepted by Central. Through the zone. Looks to center it. He does so. Shot. But the shot is deflected. Delayed offsides called. Salmon sends it back twice. Now the defender says, I'll take it. He sends it up to his winger who gets a shot. That's wide left. Goalie didn't even have to touch it. 2:15 left in the period. Puck behind the net. Lutheran sends it through the middle of the zone, deflected off of a Parkway player. Oh boy, wow. And then ends up in the goalie who sends it across his own goal for whatever reason. And now Central's back the other way. They got somebody in front of the net. Lutheran picks it up, sends it around the boards. Oh boy, hope you're not dizzy after that exchange. Puck in the corner, Lutheran zone. They dish it out, ends up back in the neutral zone. Sam is with the puck. He passes it across to his winger. And Lutheran heads back the other way. Skate past two guys, but then Parkway picks it up again. My goodness. I need to zoom out or something with all this hectic craziness. Back to the point. They are in front of the net, deflected out in front. Center pass. Shot again. And then glove save by the goalie. .32 seconds left in the second period. Not sure what was going on there in front of the net. Shot wide left from the point of Lutheran. And that's going to end the second period. Parkway up 2-1. Glob's coaching his team over there. I think he might have wore out the marker there on the whiteboard.
It was funny because you said that and I did it. I was in perfect timing on the last.
Lutheran with a shot, blocked by Parkway's goalie. Great save. It was in the corner. Again, center pass. Salmons clears that out of the way. Now back in front again. Shot wide left. Good thing the goalie didn't have to do anything with that. Now Central gets it, does get it into the neutral zone. They're heading back the other way. It's 3-on-3. Held up though by Lutheran. Lutheran heads back the other way. Now they got a 2-on-2. Now Lutheran in the corner. They send it towards the goalie, who glove saves it and covers for 11:17 left in the third. Face-off controlled by Parkway. Now Parkway heads through the neutral zone, but loses control of it at the blue line. Then they end up back with it at their blue line. Now Lutheran back through the center, past the red line, past the blue line, and he misses the puck. Salmons pushes it into the neutral zone again. Salmons behind the net, reverses direction, sends it up to his winger, who sends it up to the, tries to send it up, advance it, but now Salmons is up back with it, makes a great pass to 58. Now Lutheran through the neutral zone, skate around a couple guys. Oh, and they get a shot that goes right over the right side of the goalie, left side of the goalie's glove. Wait, yeah, left side, goalie glove for a goal. It's going to tie it up 2-2 with 9:47 left in the third period. Quite a snipe of a shot right there. Parkway collects themselves, gets ready for the face-off. They win the face-off. Send it into the zone of Lutheran. Central with an opportunity there. Ooh. Lutheran sends it around. Parkway keeps it in the zone, tries to get a shot and does, and glove saved by Lutheran's goalie. 8:46 left in the third period. Face off. Controlled by Lutheran. Lutheran skates around the backside of the net. Tries to get it out of the zone. Kicked in by Parkway. Parkway has somebody at the center. They center, nobody, but can't quite get a shot off. That'll make you dizzy. Luther in front of the net, can't get a shot off. Parkway sends it back towards the neutral zone, centers it, and they're going to call a penalty on Parkway. Slashing on Parkway. 8 minutes left in the third period. Score is all tied up 2-2. Face off controlled by Lutheran. And then Parkway gets a hold of it, sends it into the neutral zone. It's going to be offsides on Lutheran.
I don't think I can see that.
Face off. Controlled by Parkway. They send it into the Lutheran zone. Now Lutheran back through the neutral zone, skating fast. He's going to get a shot here. He does, and it's deflected off of the goalie. Now Parkway has a chance here, one-on-one. They get around a guy. Now Lutheran heads back the other way, past the red line into the blue, past the blue line to their zone, central zone, I mean. Point shot, deflected out in front. Point shot, deflected out in front. Whoop. And it ends up back in the goalie's hands for a cover. 7:01 left in the third period. Face off controlled by Lutheran. Shot from the point. Deflected. Now Central tries to get it out of the zone, and they do. Now Lutheran behind their own net. They send it up past the blue line. Central gets it. Now the puck back in Lutheran's hands, and then back to Parkway. And it's going to be icing on Parkway. Hope I'm not making everybody dizzy tonight watching this camera move back and forth. 6:17 left in the third period. Scores all tied up. Face off controlled by Parkway. Salmon ends up being back to the point, who shoots it on net, deflected out in front. And then Lutheran loses the puck out of the zone. Parkway skates fast, gets it back down there. Set. Offsides on Parkway. $5:50 left in the third period. Parkway gets their offensive line out on the ice. Face off. Controlled by Parkway. They got a chance here for a shot. They do shoot it and get a goal. One shot was deflected. The next shot went in. So they have a Parkway a 3-2 lead with 5:43 left in the third period. Lutheran's goalie's kicking himself after that one. Let's hope for his parents' sake he doesn't break that stick. Now Lutheran. Parkway and Lutheran fighting to get the puck out and in of the zone. And now Lutheran in front of the net. Shot deflected up and over. Check into the boards. Lutheran back to their point. Loses the zone. No icing. Parkway picks it up. Skates around a couple people. Tries to center it. And they lose the zone. Lutheran the other way. Center pass, but they can't connect on the pass there. They had two guys in front of the net, actually. Another center pass, nobody's there. Penalty called on Parkway. Another shot from the point, deflected out in front. Lutheran another shot, and they're going to call that a penalty on Parkway now with 4:24 left. They're going to call it tripping on Parkway. 4:24 left in the game. See if Lutheran can capitalize on the power play.
Go boys, take advantage of this.
Let's see what
4 minutes, let's go.
Let's see what Magic Glob has today. He's not sure which line he wants right now, but he gets the guys on the ice finally. Parkway kicks it up. And now it's in the neutral zone. I got a one-on-one. Back check in pending. Great shot on net and great save by Lutheran's goalie.
Oh, okay.
4-on-5 here. Back to Salmon. Salmon shoots it immediately. Another shot. Woo! Wow, that was sweet. Boys are excited about that one. Clapper immediately deflected back and then shot again for a goal. 4-2. 4:08 left in the game. Lutherans takes it deep into their zone, into the Parkway zone. Now at the point, shot. Oh, gets through to the goalie, but it's deflected out in front. They didn't call. Oh, they did call it on Salmons again. Not sure why Lutheran's not pulling their goalie. Now they'll blow the puck dead with a penalty on Salmons for hooking. Not sure what he did this time. .332 left in the third period. 38 seconds left in the current power play. What do they call on here? Salmon's going to the box. The hook. Hooking call is going to give him a 3-on-5. Not cool.
2.
2 minutes left now in the game. Face-off controlled by Parkway. They send it up the boards, and Lutheran loses the zone. They pick it up behind the blue line, skate across the red line, and Parkway then sends it back the other way. Oh, Lutheran, that should have been icing. No icing. Lutherans pulled their goalie, as you can see, trying to get a last-minute goal in. Puck around the back of the net. Central sends it back into the neutral zone again with 1:23 left now. Again, we're on a 5-on-3. Now we're on 4-on-4. 6-on-4 because they pulled the goalie, that's right. Central's battling hard, and they get a goal. It's going to be goal by Parkway, open net goal, with Pearson with the goal with 59 seconds left. (5-2) now. Lutheran wins the faceoff. Lutheran right in front of the net. Shot ends up wide left. And they're going to call a roughing on Lutheran. Or no, on Central. I'm not sure why we felt like we needed to do that, but 42 seconds left, and now we're on a 3-on. They put their goalie back in, so we're a 3-on-5. 37 seconds left. Oh, Lutheran loses the zone, has to get back on sides, and they head back in. Shot gets deflected out in front by the defender. And that sends the puck all the way to the other side of the ice. 17 seconds left. Lutheran, another attempt here past the red line into the zone of Parkway. They've got somebody in front. Another shot. And that's glove saved by the Parkway goalie. And that'll do it for tonight. Parkway wins 5-2 over Lutheran. Lutheran South. Parkway Central versus Lutheran South. We've got 2 more games tomorrow. If anybody wants to tune in, we got another 10U, another 14U. And a middle school game. 3 more games tomorrow. Woo! See you then.